location, a great spot, and thank y'all so much for having me. Real proud of this new album, The Way the West Was Won. Was fortunate to get to work with the legendary producer Lloyd Maines. We recorded over in Dripping Springs at the Zone recording studio, and had a bunch of really wonderful special guests, including Ray Wiley Hubbard and Kelly Willis and Jim Lauderdale, and a world-class band. Bucket Allen, let's see, Katie Shore, Brian Becken, just a handful of really talented cats. Colin Fox from Charlie Crockett's band, bunch of cats. But anyway, it's a collection of kind of songs set in the Old West. And I'll do the first song off the record now. This is a duet with Ray Wiley Hubbard. This is a gambling song called Read 'em and Weep. It goes like this. Cut the cards, boys, deal me in. Let us sit a spell. Well, I heard the dealer was your friend. I heard you knew him well. Shuffle him up, I pass him around. I got a little story to tell. 'Cause I've gambled with the best of them, and I was the death of them. I took them all, for all there was. I took them all across the earth. All across the earth. It's time to turn the cards. I put them all to sleep. And all I said was, read 'em and weep. Read 'em and weep. And Ray Wiley sings, it ain't nothing personal, it's either you or it's me. Give a little time, and a time you will see. When the stakes are high, yes, and the chips are down, you wish you weren't at my table. You wish you weren't in my town. It's time to turn the cards, chips are piled up in a heap. All I said was, read 'em and weep. Read 'em and weep. Read 'em and weep. Read 'em and weep. Thank y'all very much. So that song there is a gambling song, and there's a great music video for it out there with Ray Wiley and I playing cards in a dimly lit basement, and then I wound up riding a horse and all that kind of stuff. So go check that out. Read 'em and weep. This next tune I'm gonna do for you is a song that's kind of it takes place within a daydream, and it was a dream for me to get to have Miss Kelly Willis come sing on this one. We had our big record release show at Green Hall a couple weeks ago when the record came out, and this is one called Colorado Bound. I saw you in a daydream. You were standing there at the train station waiting. You just paid your fare, heading west for the mountains in a sleeper car. And in your head you were counting all your lucky stars. Well, ain't no one gonna find you if you don't want to be found. Leave your troubles all behind you, darling, you are Colorado bound. Was looking out the window at all the ghosts along the Great Plains. Can't remember when though, but you've been here before. The memory remains. The roaring of the engine cuts through the night like a knife. You feel the world spinning. A dog howling at the moon is the only sign of life. Well, ain't no one gonna find you if you don't want to be found. Leave your troubles all behind you, and darling, you are Colorado bound. There are dreams scattered all along the tracks from other dreamers who never would look back. And once you've reached that last mountain pass, you breathe the mountain air, your mind will relax into the paradise you found, Colorado bound. I saw you in a daydream. You were standing there at the train station, fading to the mountain air. Thank you. So it's funny, you know, this album, the collection of songs. I didn't necessarily set out to write a cowboy record, but I just started writing these songs, and they just kind of wound up all sort of fitting together in a way that it felt like a cohesive thing to kind of set it in the Old West, and then I sort of started to dig into it. But so when I was working with the graphic designer on the album cover, if you'll take a look at it when you have a chance, it's this kind of like very striking red and black album cover that sort of gives a tip of the hat to the classic Marty Robbins Gunfighter Ballads album cover, and is sort of, you know, inspired by that aesthetic. And so it took me by surprise when I learned on release day that it just so happened by total coincidence that the September 26th release date was Marty Robbins' 100th birthday on the dot. So that's kind of a cool thing. You know, it's one of those cosmic coincidences. But anyway, this next tune here, this is one called Disappearing Ink. And this is kind of a song of a story of like a dastardly drifter, kind of a rogue kind of a guy. And it goes like this. There's a black dog barking at a cat up a tree on the other side of the fence. Some old gypsy telling me my destiny, it don't even make no sense. The last time I came out this way, you know, I met a pretty girl. But there's a lot of towns, a lot of places, a lot of potty gowns, a lot of pretty faces. There's four winds and I'm on a chasing all around this world. All around this world. All of existence flows from a fountain pen, but it's disappearing again. Here I go again. Here I go again. The river cuts a gorge through the stone and the sand. It carries all our tears, my dear, to some place that understands. Where the Lord moves mountains with his minds, sitting at his workbench, until a continental divide decides to slide and give an inch. Out in the distance, there's a voice on the wind, singing, disappearing again. Here I go again. It's disappearing again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Of wine. I've been 100 places I shouldn't have been. I spent my last dollar about 100 times. The last time I came out this way, you know, I met a pretty girl. But there's a lot of towns, a lot of places, a lot of wedding gowns, a lot of pretty faces. There's four winds and I'm on a chase 'em all around this world. All around this world. All around this world. Well, this next song I'll do for you might be maybe one of my favorite songs I've ever written, and it's one called Living for Today. If you listen close and catch, there's an Edgar Allan Poe reference in the chorus, which kind of happened by a happy accident, I think. But time is of the essence, it's always running out, like a freight train in the night, like a broken water spout. Once the genie's out that bottle, baby, there's no turning back. This horse don't wear no saddle, no, the train don't jump this track. It all goes in a circle, so big it's hard to see, like a blind man falling forward towards his destiny. The mockingbird might tell you what he heard the raven say. Nevermore is just a rumor, we're all living for today. If all our days are numbered like the sand in an hourglass, we still have a choice as to how we let them pass. Within every moment there's a lifetime, each grain of sand is its own world. Forever is a feeling as the galaxies unfurl. It all goes in a circle, so big it's hard to see, like a blind man falling forward towards his destiny. Mockingbird might tell you what he heard the raven say. Nevermore is just a rumor, we're all living all today. There's a whole line of tomorrows, as far as I can tell, and never quit a queen. So teach your old children well to enjoy every last moment, but better put you some away. Save some for tomorrow while you're living for today. It all goes in a circle, so big it's hard to see. Like a blind man falling forward towards his destiny. The mockingbird might tell you what he heard the raven say. Nevermore is just a rumor, we're all living for today. It all goes in a circle, so big it's hard to see. Like a blind man falling forward for all eternity. The mockingbird might tell you what he heard the raven say. Nevermore is just a rumor, we're all living for today. Thanks so much, y'all. Yeah, it's living for today. And man, I've been out there just running the roads. I was in Terlingua all weekend with my family. We were enjoying the West, speaking of the way the West was won. And got in late last night about 2 o'clock. And then jumped up this morning to run up here to Austin and working on mixing my next record. I was very honored to sign a record deal with a label out of Los Angeles called 40 Below Records, who have helped me put this record out. And I've got a couple more records that'll be following up, so be on the lookout for that stuff. We were in the studio today with a gentleman named Donnie Silverman that used to play flute for Townes Van Zandt. And if you can't tell by my finger picking, Townes has been a big hero of mine for a long time. And so I'm just looking forward to, what the future holds. But in any case, I'll do one more before I get out of here. Thank y'all again, Waterloo, for having me. It's an honor, and long live Waterloo Ice House, Yeah. Waterloo Records, that is, sorry. Gosh.
We like them too.
Hell yeah. Long live Waterloo Records, I should say. We'll edit that out. So for the last song I'll do for you, I'm going to do the title track, which I was blown away to have a guy who's become a friend of mine, Jim Lauderdale, come and sing on. And this is going to appear, if you watch, if you've been keeping up with The Lowdown with Ethan Hawke, this song will be in the episode that comes out tomorrow night. It'll be a bar scene with Ethan Hawke and Peter Dinklage hanging out and talking, and from what I understand, this song is going to be on the jukebox in the bar. So pretty cool stuff, being able to collaborate artistically with cats like that. This is the title track, The Way the West Was Won. Saddled up the ponies and we headed out west. Leave town before sun up, that's best. Gold in them hills and hope in our chest. We saddled up the ponies and we headed out west. The drinks had been drank, the girls had been kissed, the men we had killed it would not be missed. Smoke in the air, a joke on our lips. We headed out into the mist, headed out into the mist. Our Indian guide said he saw a sign. By the riverside a hawk was flying, and in the sand he drew a line. Our Indian guide said he saw a sign. He reached for his pouch, he burned some herbs, and the rest of us, he spoke not a word. He dropped to his knees, he looked towards the sky, and in his own tongue he said, it's a good day to die. Said it's a good day to die. The stories we've been told about California gold, rode for days into the sun. That's the way the West was won. That's the way the West was won. Our Indian guide said he saw a sign. We saddled up the ponies and we headed out west. Rode for days into the sun. That's the way the West was won. That's the way the West was won. That's the way the West was won.